Hey everybody, it's Mike Vasquez. It is week 39 of 52 in the No Beer 4-year challenge. Wow, it's been a crazy journey and coming up on 3/4 of a year. Just reflecting back this week, I don't know that I've ever felt as good as I do now in terms of my mental clarity, how I feel, my confidence. My physical being. I've never been in a place where, I've dabbled here and there with working out, but never really got into a consistent system where I was working out at least a couple times a week on the regular. And it's amazing the changes that it's making in my life. How the clarity of mindset and how I can think clearly every single day. I just hadn't ever tapped into what my body is capable. The human body is pretty amazing. And at 36 years old, I've just, really, I'm in the best shape of my life. And that's it's a great feeling and a great place to be. And I'm starting to get addicted to that instead of the things that I've been addicted to in the past, which is, drinking alcohol and eating things that weren't good for me, and that had a negative impact on the way I feel and the way I felt and the way that I look, which then transfers over into your confidence and how you emulate your energy in the world. So that's really been something that's been a revelation this week. I had a couple days where I had stuff in the morning going on, and I actually moved my workout with the personal trainer up earlier. And decided, I'm not going to push it off. I'm not going to cancel it. I'm not going to reschedule it. I'm going to move it earlier and still get it in the day. Starting to reap the benefits of how I'm feeling with the workouts and whatnot. Clothes are starting to fit better. I'm starting to see definition. I've talked about this in the last couple weeks. Other people are starting to notice that as well. And so it's little habits, change in little things that have subsequently worked into bigger changes and bigger habits. So that's kind of what ties into this week's quote, or it's kind of like a quote, but I ran across a post that said reading 20 pages per day is equivalent of 30 books a year. Saving $10 a day is $3,650 per year saved. Running a mile a day is 365 miles a year, and becoming 1% better as an individual every day is 37 times better per year. And that small habits can really be underestimated. And that's so true. It's something that doesn't take a lot. When you look at what you're trying to do, whether it's quitting drinking or changing your eating habits and losing a bunch of weight, those can be pretty daunting at first. And it seems like a really large task to overcome. But if you can pick it off one little piece at a time and just start with one small change, one small habit that we incorporate, that can lead to the bigger picture and making bigger change in terms of your goals. I love the analogy that there was an individual that had this garage that was just stuffed with clutter, 3 years worth of not cleaning, and every time they'd walk through the door and look into this garage, the task was overwhelming, and it stopped them from doing it at all. And then there was a paradigm shift in mindset one day, and they said, you know what? I'm just going to take one thing out today. I'm going to move one thing that I know I need to donate or get rid of, and I'm going to focus on that small change, that small habit. And so they did that one thing, and that led to, okay, I've accomplished that. I can check that off. Now I'm going to grab another thing, and maybe then eventually it turns into a quarter or a corner of the garage. And then pretty soon you've seen the progress. You see things starting to clean up, and you're having more room available to do what you want with that garage. So then it feeds into wanting to clean it a little bit more. Now the task is depleting, right? You don't have as much when you walk into that room to shave off and to knock off of the overall task. And then pretty soon, before you know it, the garage is completely clean. And that's that kind of progression for me has really helped in terms of accomplishing my goals and not really worrying too much about, oh, it's so difficult and there's this massive, elephant that I'm trying to eat. But you just have to eat an elephant one bite at a time. Disclaimer, I don't eat elephants and don't recommend anyone eat any elephants because it's a beautiful creature. And they're we need them on Earth, so don't eat elephants. But the idea is that, you know, if you're going to have to eat an elephant, you can only take one bite at a time to get to the entire, you know, accomplished goal. So that's it. That's for this week. Is, you know, best shape of my life at 36. I'm really hungry to continue this way of life and feeding off of the energy and how I feel. I'm more productive at work now, I notice. You know, the other day I was sitting at home and I just felt energy, and I thought, I just want to do some push-ups right now, you know, like I just wanted to do a small workout at home, and that was a crazy thing to just be. All of a sudden, you know, my body felt so good, and I was hungry for the feeling that I get after working out, that I did a small workout at home at 9 o'clock at night instead of sitting around watching TV. So I know I'm headed in the right direction, and you too can accomplish these goals. Just eat the elephant one bite at a time, but you got to take the first bite. So have a great week. I love you all. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.